So everyone in the market, they give themselves time and attention into understanding how everything is going on, how everything is being run, how everything is being circulated, whether it's information, whether it's value for money, or whether it's investments with their own currency's value. So if what do I mean by that? When I say the value of an investment, I'm talking about an investment that you can value with the currency of your own country. So that's the value I'm talking about. If the Bitcoin to the dollar is around 48,000 US dollars, that's the value of Bitcoin in dollars, in US dollars. And if I say the value of Bitcoin in rands, it's 820,000 rands. That's the value of Bitcoin in terms of rands. So that's the value, or the kind of value that I'm talking about. The value in relation to your country's currency of the same, it's the same investment, guys. The same one Bitcoin that you find here in South Africa, it's the same one Bitcoin that you find in US, it's the same one Bitcoin that you find in the UK. And let me make an example of how you guys are very fortunate to be introduced into the Bitcoin or the cryptocurrency space. You see, a child that is born in South Africa and the child that is born in the UK. The child in South Africa has a mother and a father. A child in the UK has a mother and a father as well. Those kids are born in the same day, in the same minute, in the same hour, but in two different countries. And look at this, guys. If those kids are born at the same time, but in different countries, one is born in South Africa, one is born in the UK, that child that is born in UK is 22 rand richer than the child that is born in South Africa by fiat currency values. What do I mean by that? I mean, it's obvious. If the pound to the rand is around approximately 22 rand for 1 pound, it means the child born in the UK is 22 rand richer than the child born in South Africa. By default, just by being born, these two kids are very innocent kids, but they are both, the only difference is that they were born in different countries. Why from the start, when a human being is born, but the value already when they are born, the value is not equal? Why does it have to be a case whereby a child born in the US is 18 rand richer than the child born in South Africa, just by default, just by being born in this world? What makes a child in the UK or in the US so different from a child in South Africa? What did the child born in South Africa do in order to deserve that lagging value when it comes to the economy? What did it do? So Bitcoin is here to introduce that inequality Bitcoin is here, to eradicate that inequality. Bitcoin is here for the introduction of the equality in the world, the equality in the society, the equality in the whole entire universe, whereby 1 Bitcoin in UK, 1 Bitcoin in South Africa, 1 Bitcoin in Zimbabwe, 1 Bitcoin in Nigeria, 1 Bitcoin in China, 1 Bitcoin in New Zealand, Australia, and so forth. If you have a Bitcoin account, it means the child born in the UK is exactly with the same value of Bitcoin with a child born in South Africa. If you're charging the transaction fees of a child that has Bitcoins in the UK, you charge it with the same transaction fees with the child that is born in South Africa. If you have 1 Bitcoin and you are born in UK, you are equally, or your value is equal to the 1 Bitcoin owned by the child, or that is inherited, or that is possessed by a child that is born in South Africa. So everything becomes equal.